I bow to no man.
This is my quartet. This is my quartet.
What's up, everybody? Big Will, K-pop for life, coming at you with something a little bit on the darker side, because we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So these are a video that just dropped from BeBoss, 6 disturbing sexual harassment cases in K-pop. You hear about these things all the time. Most of the time it disappears into the void because somebody gets paid off, or the news just casually suddenly forgets about it, just miraculously. I think a while ago, the most notable one recently was that guy group where the guy's wife, the CEO's wife or whatever, was like using them for like sex. I don't know. I didn't really follow it that closely. I just remember hearing about it. But let's watch, let's react, and let's discuss.
Number 1, lovelyz.
I didn't know they had one.
On December 14th, 2018, lovelyz held a fan sign event on the occasion of the release of their 5th mini album titled Sanctuary. At the end of the fan sign, the lovelyz members stepped to the front and posed for fans to take pictures. Suddenly, a male fan started telling ukiss to raise her legs. Ukiss was extremely shocked as she heard that vulgar suggestion.
Yeah, and you hear the dudes laughing in the background when he said it. You hear? There, she stepped up in front of her though. You see that? She stepped up in front of defensively. Like, what this motherfucker say?
As she heard that vulgar suggestion. At first, it seemed she was wondering if she was hearing it wrong.
Yeah, look at that defensive posture. That's like a fuck you come through me posture. I like that. I like that. She just got bumped up on my list a little bit. Look at that fire in her eyes. She's doing her best. But I see that. She's like, this motherfucker.
Then, when the male fan continued to...
Do I need to choke a bitch? That's what she's thinking.
ukiss immediately turned away with an expression of disgust and hurt.
Yeah.
But things did not stop there. This male fan changed the target to Mijoo and asked her the same disturbing request. Mijoo's face immediately froze. She even stared at an area that was supposed to be where the vulgar request was generated. After a few seconds, Mijoo patiently turned away.
If she, listen, she's wild. She's a fucking firecracker. If she had a problem with it, you know that shit wasn't joking. You know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't like, you could, it's one of those things where you could easily interpret the situation as like, okay, maybe he's just making like an awkward, shitty joke or something, laugh it off. But if Mijoo's weird, I've never heard it pronounced like that. If Mijoo, I'm gonna call her that, has an issue with it, then I believe it, because
she couldn't do anything about that. Yein was so pissed that she warned that male fan by pointing at him. I think she could have done more, but she didn't due to the fear of her image being ruined.
Yeah, she has to.
Some people would very much likely say she was rude to fans. Many people affirmed that this was exactly an act of sexual harassment, especially when the male fan repeated that vulgar request to 2 different members. Some fans commented in anger. This is so ridiculous. Why no one did anything about that?
Yeah.
The girls are obviously very confused. Their company should have kicked him out right then and there.
See, that's the problem with a lot of this stuff, though, is that the people who it's happening to are not, and the people around them, because of the bullshit image thing, are not, I guess you could use the word empowered enough to step up and do something. Like, that's why you guys need to hire me as your bodyguard, because like, I'm just a loudmouth American. I'm 6'8", I'm 300 pounds. So I will step up in front of both of you, walk into the crowd, and choke slam this motherfucker through a chair. And people will be like, oh, it's just big, shitty American. That's what they do. And you don't have to worry about your image being ruined. Hit me up.
What the hell is their company doing? Why not make this a fuss?
Yeah, somebody should have said something or kicked them out.
They wondered why the group's management company did not kick that male fan out of the fan sign immediately and permanently put him on the blacklist. Number 2, tzuyu. On May 14th, 2017, TWICE participated in an outdoor event held in Seoul. There was nothing worth discussing, except a clip recording a male staff having inappropriate action toward tzuyu was posted online. The clip showed that while the fans were excited to take pictures of the group, the male staff on the right, standing near the protective fence, seemed to be trying to take a photo under Tzuyi's skirt while she was walking past him. This action was allegedly harassing, making TWICE's fans furious and requested an explanation from the organizers. Facing the heavy criticism, this male staff member gave an explanation on his personal page. He said he did not intend to capture anything inappropriate. It was all a misunderstanding. The reason I kept the phone low was because my arms were so tired, he said. However, this excuse was not accepted.
What? You said your arms were tired from what? From beating off from all the other secret photos you took? You fucking, that was like, I was about to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was about to be like, all right, maybe he just didn't want to like be obvious with it or something. You know, I'm not just going to instantly accuse everybody. You know, I can see it both ways. I get it both ways, but you know, but come on, right there, you was doing it. You were dead guilty, and I'm not.
Because the clip proved him trying to bend his arms while taking pictures without any signs of fatigue. Twice as
he's not taking pictures though. He's taking video. His thumbs aren't anywhere near a thing that would take a picture.
This is blatant sexual harassment worthy of condemnation. On the Nate site, many people suggested that JYP should take legal action against this guy. Number 3.
I wouldn't say, see that to me that the other one was sexual harassment. This one goes beyond sexual harassment. I would say that's like, what's that shit? Like a borderline assault. That's like the voyeurism shit, like where you sneak cameras into toilets and stupid shit like that people do. Like, and as someone who has 3 daughters, like they should just leave me in a room with these motherfuckers so I can beat them till they piss blood, because I hate these kind of people.
Nainmujiz. Back to the time when Nainmujiz was still active, during a performance, Hyuna caught a male fan playing tricks. He was filming under the girls' skirts while they were performing. This made Hyuna very confused and angry. It can be seen that she even stopped dancing to warn the other members before asking the man to stop the inappropriate action. Another time, an anonymous netizen set up a Twitter account and named it, similar to Big Bang's leader's account name, to send offensive messages to gyeongree. The contents of these messages were so vulgar that the girl was shocked. She replied, "Wake up, you're crazy." Personally, I think she shouldn't read or reply to those messages because it just makes the predator even more excited.
Yeah, don't give them what they want.
Stopping there,
don't reply.
This network user also sent inappropriate messages to G-Dragon. Upon grasping the incident, Nainmujiz agency, Star Empire, immediately asked this person to stop and remove posts that harassed gyeongree and G-Dragon. However, the above netizen ignored the warning. Star Empire claimed they had reported this to the police and filed a lawsuit. We've taken legal action against the person who posted the messages soliciting gyeongree. They will have to face the law for what caused. The representative of Star
Did anything ever happen? We never hear about the follow-up.
Luda.
Not my Luda Fairy!
When covering Sunmi's song 24 Hours at the concert
this thing.
Would You Stay? Secret Box, Luda combined with a male dancer, the two had many sexy dance moves that were true to the original choreography of the song. However, when watching carefully, fans discovered that the male dancer's hand had touched the female idol's chest in a weird way. Whereas in the original performance of Sunmi, the male dancer always tried not to touch the female singer's upper part. This put Luda's fan community in a complete rage, and a hate wave was created against the male dancer. There were also some opinions that this was just an unintentional incident when performing the choreography. The male dancer performing with Luda is an acquaintance of Luda, so there was no way he could do such a rude thing.
Yeah.
So there were two possibilities.
See, okay, he's not cupping, and he's not squeezing. I could see it going either way here. I know people are going to get butthurt about that because, you know, hashtag Me Too and everything, but objectively, it's a quick dance move and he grazed the boobie. Could he have done it on purpose? Yes. But also, it could have just been a straight accident because of this. So, this one, I'm still on the fence about this one.
Either the choreography of Luda's performance has been adjusted and added some sensitive moments, or the male dancer was really taking advantage of the performance to touch Luda's upper part. Despite the controversy and criticism, the agency still did not respond to the incident. Number 5. Woohee, dalshabet. Luda's is not the only case of sexual harassment by male dancers on stage.
And I missed dalshabet.
In 2016, Woohee also once encountered a similar situation while performing the song Joker to celebrate dalshabet's comeback. Joker is a very sexy song, and the members needed support from male dancers. One of the most sexy parts of the choreography is when the girls stood back to back with the male dancers and let the dancers' hands touch their hips. However, many fans realized that Woohee's dance partner seemed to go a bit too far as he tried to touch her sensitive part. As soon as Woohee realized something weird,
Yeah, she moved it.
Grabbed the male dancer's hand to prevent him from going further. While most of the fans were shocked at the male dancer's blatantly harassment action towards Woohee, some people believe that he didn't intentionally do so.
Again,
they said the male dancer at that time was standing back to back with Woohee, so he couldn't observe. However, this wasn't a convincing explanation to everyone.
Yeah. So that one, so the one with Luda, they're moving kind of fast. He has to bring his arm up while she's about to fall, and he knows that's coming. So he's like, he's bringing it up and he's prepping. I can see how that one was an accident. The last one, though, like if you're a dude, you know, and you've touched a woman before, you know what hips feel like. And you know, like when you're moving your hand around, you know where you're at on that hip. Like, you know, if he was supposed to be going down the side of the hip, there's a distinctly different feeling when it goes into the cup of your hand than when you're coming around the front. Because you have to physically, from that angle, he had to stretch his hand. So you're not going down the side. You were clearly going down the front to the treasure basket. So that one, could he have been just like on stage thinking, you know, not thinking and just sort of did it and, you know, whatever? Yes. So there is the possibility there. But that one's really fucking shady. That one's shady. I'm just saying.
Number 6. Soohyun, ukiss. Not only female, but male idols also get into trouble with sexual harassment. ukiss's member, Soohyun, revealed that he was extremely shocked as he was harassed by a female fan at the airport. That's when Soohyun and the rest of the ukiss members returned to Korea from an overseas concert. The male idol recalled, "There were a lot of fans gathered at the airport. It was so crowded and I felt someone touching my butt. At first, I thought one of the members was teasing me, so I didn't notice, but then that hand got into my pants. I was startled.
In the back of your pants?
I saw a middle-aged woman harassing me." Now,
like she went for your chocolate spider?
Some people think that only female idols are the subject of sexual harassment. Male idols are facing the same situation, but compared to female idols, male idols...
See, I want to be that guy. I'm like twice as big as this dude. I want to be the dude that just shoulder checks motherfuckers at an airport. That would be fun as hell. Like, what is your job? I beat up crazy people and protect beautiful people. It's amazing.
Cases have not yet received the same
How puffed out he is.
In the eyes of fans, idols always appear shimmering and radiant. They seem to be something perfect and hard to touch. But in fact, they're just young girls and boys who have to deal with ironic situations just like many other people. Even more often because they are popular and easily become the target for such disgusting actions. However, not everyone dared to speak up. They had to bitterly swallow the tears back in order to preserve their image. So what do you think about this problem? What do agencies need to do to protect their idols? Are there any other cases that I forgot to mention? Let me know by commenting down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So in my opinion of what needs to be done is, like I said in the beginning, the idols need to be empowered both by the record label and by the fandom and the sort of the culturally to be able to actually say something. Because you can see in all these cases that they want to say something, but they know if they do, it will ruin their image or tarnish it. So then they have to think about like their career, which is, it's kind of bullshit that they have to do that. Like, I get it, but the fact that society should recognize that and the labels and the fans should give them that leeway in that particular, in those instances, right? That's an exception. The other thing is that if you're not going to give them the leeway to do it, then the record labels need to have people with the group when this is happening that will actually do something. Like, these groups all have managers. So where the fuck is the manager? Where's a bodyguard? Somebody, especially in the case of the lovelyz one, like where it's like, you know, it's a fan event. Like, if you're live on stage and the guy gropes something, you can't stop mid concert. You can't fling him off and just, you know, and do that. You have to be professional, get through it and deal with it afterwards. But when it comes to the thing like the lovelyz or some of the other ones, like you just gonna stand there and let them do it. Like, it's bullshit the way that this stuff is sort of gets allowed. Oh, and the other thing that you can definitely do is hire an international person who's not required to conform to the same cultural norms that you have, and allow me to beat the shit out of them for you. I'm 100% serious. You pay me enough money to get my bills paid and pay for my flight and bring my family over there, punks jump up to get beat down. You feel me? That's it.
let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below. And remember to keep on popping, K-popers, because it's not a trend. It's a lifestyle. Deuces.